Imagine packing up your dreams, moving to a new city, only to find out you're not welcome. Not by words, but by looks, rules, and a system that tells you you don't belong. From city streets to courtroom steps, there are still places in America that feel like time forgot the civil rights movement. If you're Black in America, this isn't just about moving, it's about survival. In this episode, we're exposing 10 U.S. cities that operate like modern-day no blacks allowed zones. Don't say we didn't warn you. Subscribe now and stay informed before you make the wrong move. 1. Boston, Massachusetts, where prestige has a color. Boston loves to brag about its history, world-class hospitals, and top Ivy League universities. It even calls itself the cradle of liberty. But for Black people, it feels more like the cradle of exclusion. If you're Black in Boston, you might walk into an office and still be mistaken for the janitor. You might earn a degree from Harvard, but still get stopped on campus like you're trespassing. 2. St. Louis, Missouri. Segregation never left. It just got a new zip code. St. Louis isn't hiding anything. The racism here isn't in the shadows. It's standing right in front of you. The city is cut in half by Delmar Boulevard, north of Delmar, mostly Black, poor, and forgotten. South of Delmar, mostly white, wealthy, and thriving. It's like driving from one country into another, just by turning your steering wheel. Black families earn nearly half as much as white ones. Schools in Black neighborhoods have fewer books than a small-town library, and cops stop Black drivers 91% more than white ones. This is the same place where Michael Brown was killed by police in Ferguson, just a few miles away. A decade later, the same pain still lingers. Gentrification pushes Black families out, replacing homes and culture with yoga studios and breweries. It's not just a city. It's a slow-moving storm, erasing Black existence one overpriced apartment at a time. 3. Portland, Oregon. Progressive on paper, hostile in reality. Portland looks like paradise. Bikes, trees, and coffee shops with oat milk. But peel back that pretty sticker and you'll find a city that's quietly choking out its Black population. Less than 6% of the people here are Black, and that number drops every year. Why? Because Portland doesn't just gentrify neighborhoods, it wipes them out. Once thriving Black communities like Albina now house dog yoga studios instead of Black-owned shops. The city was originally created as a white-only space, and even though the law has changed, the vibe hasn't. People smile at you and say, "We love diversity," but still ask, "Where are you really from?" The police may not shoot first like in the South, but they still profile, watch, and follow. In Portland, the racism is artsy, organic, and painfully well packaged. You'll see Black Lives Matter signs next to overpriced condos built on erased history. It's inclusion that feels a lot like isolation. For Huntington Beach, California, sun, sand, and suspicion. Huntington Beach looks like a dream postcard. Blue skies, ocean breeze, and surfers catching waves. But for Black folks, it's a nightmare behind the palm trees. This city is home to open white supremacist rallies, Confederate flags waving in the breeze, and residents who act like diversity is a dirty word. Black people make up less than 1% of the population, and it shows. Walk down the pier and expect cold stares, purse clutches, and silence. Try shopping and feel like a stranger in a science lab. And if you think the police will help, think again. They flex for white residents and target Black ones. Even during the pandemic, this city resisted both masks and racial justice. Huntington Beach isn't just unwelcoming, it's actively hostile. So unless you're okay with sunshine that comes with side eyes, this beach might not be your safe place. 5. Salt Lake City, Utah. Peaceful views, painful silence. Salt Lake City is beautiful. Snowy mountains, clean air, and peaceful streets. But if you're Black, that peace can feel very lonely. Black people make up less than 2% of the city. When you walk into a grocery store, heads turn. not in a good way. It's more like, are you lost? Utah is home to the LDS Church, which only allowed black men to be priests after 1978. That wasn't that long ago, and even today, the culture feels stuck in the past. Want soul food? Cook it yourself. Need a black barber? Good luck. Dating. Be ready to explain racism every single day. People won't shout at you here. They'll just ignore you until you feel invisible. This city doesn't need violence to break your spirit. Silence will do the job just fine. 6. Milwaukee, Wisconsin. 2 cities, 1 skin color. Milwaukee looks great on tourist brochures, lakes, festivals, and cool breweries. But if you're black, this city feels like 2 different worlds. The north side is mostly black and forgotten. The south side is mostly white and pampered. The divide is more than just location. It's about resources, safety, and life chances. Black unemployment is more than double that of whites. Only 1 in 4 black families own their homes. Schools in black neighborhoods can't even afford new water fountains, while new condos rise overnight nearby. And let's talk prisons. Wisconsin locks up black men at some of the highest rates in America. Black people built this city, but now they get stopped for just shopping or driving. Milwaukee has a lot of charm, sure, but the trauma? That stays with you. 7. Charleston, West Virginia. A time machine to the past. Charleston, WV, is the kind of place where time stopped. Not in a charming way, more like a scary one. Only 6% of the city is black, and it feels even smaller. There are no black-owned barbershops, no soul food joints, no cultural spaces. Just whispers, stares, and uncomfortable silences. You might not hear slurs, but you'll feel them in every job interview, every denied loan, and every awkward church visit. The economy here is bad for everyone, but worse if you're black. The few jobs come with a smile and a reminder to stay in your place. The racism here doesn't yell. It hums, it grins, and it keeps you in a box. If you're black and want to feel seen, Charleston will make you feel like a ghost. 8. Minneapolis, Minnesota. A city of murals, not change. Minneapolis made headlines when George Floyd was murdered here. The world protested. The city painted murals and made promises. But what really changed? Not much. Minneapolis is still one of the worst cities for black people trying to build a life. White families earn twice as much as black ones. White people own homes, black families rent. And when you speak up, you're applauded publicly and punished quietly. The police still target black drivers, and schools still fail black children. Inclusion is a buzzword, not a practice. You might see your face on a mural, but good luck getting into management. Minneapolis is diversity on display, but discrimination behind the scenes. 9. Harrison, Arkansas. Racism in broad daylight. Some cities whisper racism. Harrison, Arkansas shouts it. This place is home to the actual Ku Klux Klan, not in a history book. Right now, they hold meetings. They recruit. They put up billboards that say, "Diversity is a code word for white genocide. You can't make this stuff up." Black people barely live here, not because they don't want to, but because it's just not safe. Stop for gas, you'll get stares. Shop, they might call the police. Live here, you'd better be filming a documentary. Harrison is the kind of place where danger doesn't hide. It waves a flag and dares you to challenge it. 10. Anna, Illinois. A name that means stay away. Anna stands for Ain't No Niggas Allowed. That's not urban legend. That's what locals whisper. Black people don't stop here. They don't gas up here. They just drive around. In the Jim Crow days, black families were forced out violently. And that message still lives in every smile that turns cold and every welcome that feels more like a warning. There are no black barbers, no cultural centers, no safety nets. You won't be chased, but you'll feel it. That tight silence, those long stares, the sense that you're a problem just for breathing. Anna is a town stuck in the past, and it's dangerous because it doesn't even think it has a problem. America loves to sell the dream: freedom, opportunity, equality. But some cities still serve the nightmare, especially if you're Black. This isn't just about bad neighborhoods. This is about whole cities telling you, you don't belong. But we're not staying silent. Share this video, drop a comment with your own experience, and most importantly, subscribe. Because knowing the truth might just save your peace, your dignity, and your life. Choose community, choose healing, choose wisely. Subscribe now.